We've talked about how important this game is for this Tiger team, but it means just a little more to their junior running back, Hyman Drinkert. He's a transfer from Trinity Valley Community College, and he's made an immediate impact on this team. His younger brother, Dion, is also new to the ASC, but he dons a crew uniform. He's a freshman quarterback who just made UMHB's varsity team, and they now get to compete against one another in a big rivalry game. I hear their mom is wearing both school colors in the stands right now, and she'll have to watch on as this one gets close. These teams have had completely different starts to their 2024 campaign. Longview heads into this one 2-0 on the season, while their opponent carries a heavy 0-2 record, but don't put too much stock into that. So far, Sauk has played North Shore and Duncanville, 6A powerhouses who have both won state championships in the past 3 years. This is a squad that won't shy away from competition and can still taste their state gold medal from a few years ago. Defensively, expect Arkansas commit and linebacker Jaden Shelton to give the Lobos the most trouble. On the flip side of the ball, senior quarterback Carter Kopecki is averaging 8.7 yards of completion, and he has the option to hand it off to their speedy featured back, DeMond Williams. When I asked ETBU's head coach Calvin Ruzicka about the team's vibe after their first loss, he had one word to say, and it was flushed. He said, in no means was it a funeral. There was definite disappointment in the loss, but tremendous belief in this team and in that locker room. The Tigers head into this one fresh off their bye week. Recovery ETBU head coach Calvin Ruzicka says was perfectly timed. ETBU is battling some injuries on both sides of the ball, but rest easy knowing that this does not include their star quarterback, Caden Brown. He has put up some unearthly numbers through their first 2 games, almost 900 total yards of offense individually for the redshirt freshman, and he's not the only one that makes this offense go. Depth is making a difference here in Marshall with a pair of running backs in Paul Woodard and Hyman Drinkert, who serve as the workhorses on the ground. They're partnered with a revolving door of receivers, all with different skill sets. Coach, first time your defense has held their opponent to a single-digit score this season. Assess their performance and how they've grown.
Really phenomenal, and shut out in the second half. Really proud of their efforts. Got a number of sacks. I don't know what the final total was tonight, but I was really proud of the way the defense stepped up.
This family weekend game meant a lot to you last year because you got to share the field with your son, Mason Ruzicka. Knowing how many familial ties are at play on this team, how cool was it to witness such a moment?
Well, at one point I turned around and looked in the stands, and the entire bowl and stadium was filled, which was really awesome to have because the fans are bringing the energy, and our boys feel it on the sideline. So the juice tonight was incredible. And you mentioned the familial ties. We got 3 sets of brothers on our team, and their families were all in town for the game. So it was really special, and for everyone, not just those 3 sets of brothers, but it was a special night for everyone. A
big issue for the Tigers in this first half was ball security. 2 fumbles recovered by the crew in the second quarter alone that clearly changed the pace of this game and eliminated chances to score. ETBU wants to regain the lead. They've not only got to slow down the steam UMHB's offense is obviously building, but take care of the ball themselves to give them a chance to do some damage. It's college football, and on any given Saturday, anything can happen. Make sure to follow along with me here on X so you don't miss any of it. Keeping you posted, I'm Haylie Stum, ETBU Athletics. Garnering almost 1,000 more total yards of offense than their 2024 opponents, dual-threat quarterback Caden Brown has a core 4 of 2 receivers and 2 running backs that are difference makers surrounding him. So look to production by committee to signal a Tiger win today. You told me on Tuesday figuring out how to win those close games is the next step for this team. How are you feeling now that they took that step today?
It was a learning opportunity today because we were ahead, but only by a point. You know, it was 28-27, and they had some momentum kind of leaning their ways, and then defense steps up, makes a play, and then offense puts the ball in the end zone for us. And so it was good to see them play, or us play a full 4 quarters, and I'm proud of the boys.
It's tough to beat a team twice, and now in the ASC, that's what you have to do. What area can this team grow in before facing the Yellow Jackets again?
Mistakes. You know, this, as good as this feels today, and there's an old adage in coaching, you know, it's never as good as you think, it's never as bad as you think. Well, it feels good right now for this victory, but I'm sure when we get in and watch film, we're going to find plenty of mistakes and things that we need to work on and improve on, and so that's what